Imagine waking up one morning with no house, no jacket, no grocery store, no idea what year it is. You are an early human, and today, you have to figure out how to survive, not because someone assigned it to you, but because if you don't, you die. This is the story of 5 things early humans accidentally invented, things that changed everything, things that almost killed them first. Let's start with the most important accidental discovery in human history. Fire. Early humans did not invent fire. Fire already existed. Lightning started it. Volcanoes made it. The sun occasionally helped by being very close to dry grass. Early humans just noticed it, and then spent a very long time being absolutely terrified of it. This is important to understand. The first human who picked up a burning stick was not a genius. They were probably trying to protect their food or show off. The result was the same. They now had a burning stick and no idea what to do with it. But here is what fire actually did for early humans. It extended the day. Predators stopped coming as close. Meat became easier to eat and safer to digest. And for the first time in human history, a group of people sat around something warm and chose to stay there. That moment, a group around a fire at night in the cold, is arguably the first moment that feels like civilization. Fire did not just keep early humans warm, it gave them time. Time to talk, time to plan, time to make terrible decisions together. Which brings us to segment 2. Early humans needed to eat. This was a daily problem. The solution they came up with was hunting. The tools they used were rocks. The process of making a sharp rock by hitting it with another rock is called knapping. It took thousands of years to figure out. And when early humans finally had sharp rocks on sticks, they looked at a mammoth. A woolly mammoth stands about 3.5 meters tall, weighs up to 6,000 kilograms, has tusks. An early human with a spear weighs about 60 kilograms. The math here is not encouraging. What is remarkable is not that early humans hunted large animals. What is remarkable is that they kept trying. The spear improved over generations. The techniques improved. The coordination improved. Early humans figured out that a single hunter with a spear was a joke. A group of hunters working together was something the mammoth had not prepared for. The tool did not win the hunt. The team did. We will come back to that. Let's talk about the first house. It was a cave. Early humans did not build the cave. The cave was already there. What early humans did was look at the cave and say, something is probably living in there already. But it is cold out here. So, the cave was better than nothing. It blocked wind. It kept rain out. It was dark, damp, and probably smelled terrible. But compared to sleeping outside, it was luxury. There was one problem. Caves were not empty. Bears used caves. Wolves used caves. Other groups of humans used caves. Moving into a cave required either negotiating with the current occupants or waiting until they left. Early humans were not always patient. This led to a surprising innovation. Fire again. Bringing fire into a cave served 2 purposes. It made the cave warmer, and it told every animal nearby, something dangerous lives here now. That something was us. The cave was the first home. It was uncomfortable, contested, and occasionally occupied by predators. But it was the start. Cooking was an accident. There is no other way to describe it. At some point, an early human dropped food into or near a fire. The food changed. It smelled different. It looked different. It tasted better. This discovery had an effect on human biology that is still with us today. Cooked food releases more energy than raw food. Over thousands of years, the human jaw became smaller. The brain, which requires enormous energy to run, got more fuel. We got smarter because we learned to cook. Not because we planned to, but because someone, somewhere dropped their dinner. The lesson is that they paid attention to what happened next. They noticed. They remembered. They told others. Here is the honest version of early human survival. One human alone in winter does not last long. One human is not fast enough to outrun most predators, not strong enough to take down large prey, not warm enough to sleep safely through a cold night. One human is not enough. This sounds like bad news. It is actually the best things that ever happened to us, because early humans figured out cooperation, not immediately, not perfectly, but consistently. Groups shared fire. Groups hunted together. Groups fed the injured, the young, and the old, not because the rules said to, but because a group that does that survives longer. The group that cooperated outcompeted the group that didn't, not by being stronger, by being more connected. Fire, tools, shelter, cooking. None of these inventions work alone. They only work together, and they only work if the people using them work together too. Early humans did not know they were building civilization. They were just trying to get through the winter. They were cold. They were hungry. They were significantly smaller than the things trying to eat them. And somehow, they figured it out. 5 accidents, 5 discoveries, 1 species that survived everything the planet threw at it, because they paid attention, and because they stayed together.